Employing millions of infrastructure projects and arts incentives. Now, infrastructure means buildings, all right? Buildings, bridges, things like that, okay? There's some pictures. You may see your grandpa in there, maybe. Oops, I messed up. All right, see, that's just a poster that they made for CCC, and then there's a picture of a CCC company right there, and then see there are also projects. That's what you see on the parkway. Anybody seen those kind of fences before? Okay, anytime you see stuff like that, that's what that is. All right, the AAA, Agricultural Adjustment Act, that's the next group. United States federal law of the New Deal era, designed to boost agricultural prices by reducing surplus. The government bought livestock for slaughter and paid farmers not to plant on part of their land, okay? And there's the badge, and there's just a little farming picture there. Social Security Act increases benefits for certain types of workers, including teachers, firefighters, police officers, federal employees covered by civil service retirement system, and the like. And then Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, we talked about that, an independent agency created by Congress to maintain stability and public service in the nation's financial system by ensuring deposits and managing the resolution of failed banks, okay? And there's a Social Security card and depositor FDIC insurance security. All right, here we go. This is the debate activity. Analyze New Deal policies and argue whether they are, I didn't push start. Analyze New Deal policies and argue whether they were successful or not, okay? So that's what I want you to do. Look at those policies, and if we told you you were for or against, just put that on your side or whatever. I put little things on your desk, and that way you know who. So half of your group will say you're for that specific project, and half the group will say they're against it, okay? All right, go ahead, get started. Don't waste your time. Everybody knows what their project is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. FDIC?
Yeah.
FDIC. Y'all know what yours is? Y'all remember what yours is? Okay. Y'all remember what your project is?
So, we have to write what?
I want to leave about 15 minutes to get this done, so you got a little over 15 minutes to work on. So, a sense of urgency would be great.
So get started. If you have not started looking it up, go. Hurry up.
The federal deposit insurance.
I already got that back.
Oh, that's a good one.
So what are they supposed to do with
I'm gonna put the downside. Why not? The downside of
Yeah, it was a really good idea.
I'm gonna do both.
Anybody got any questions about anything? Everybody understand what the assignment is? Okay, so half of you are voting for and half are voting against. You need to be able to give some good reasons why it's a good program, good reasons why it's not a good program. Have some evidence-based. Does anybody have any problems with that?
So do we use it the whole thing?
No, you don't have to use it, but the more talking points you have, the better. And that way if somebody else mentions you're talking. She didn't even project. It was just like, this is what we're gonna do today. Robots.
What grade?
Had more middle grades, so I was over middle grades and secondary, but for this class, the middle grade class. So,
Right.
Curriculum, whatever, as part of the pay increase.
Primary grade.
I do not know. So I have to do it before I graduate. So I have to do it next fall. Is that when you graduate or the last thing that you do? And you can't use this for actual
pull out or twist action.
That's crazy.
How we doing? Everybody doing good?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody ready? Who's ready? Anybody? All right, if you need some help, let me know. I'll be glad to help you. Yes, you need help? Yes, you do. That's the look. I need help. What can I help you with?
I had this before.
Is that true? Can you smile yet? Feel this look on your face.
We gotta trick it. Alright, so, anyway. Oh, you tricked it. It's a miracle. Alright, so, what progress, okay, so we get up. But you need to trust this passion. They're all the same. Makes sense? And you say,
Okay, yeah.
you got that? Oh, you're good.
Good, not the same.
No, I mean, that's good. I wouldn't say these were conservative, I would say these are the principles. I would say these are the principles. If these people say this, I know that. Good. Most of them, yeah. Make sure you have enough talking. And give the ones you.
So you guys want to be working?
When we work together. Two brains, really well. Sorry, I let you mess with your hair. How are we doing, guys? Are you on phone? Stuff at each other again? Alright, so you're against? Alright, so you're against what? Okay, agriculture, that, why are you against it? You can put, it's racist. What'd you say? Okay, so what you could say is, you could put up here is that, what are the arguments against this act? Just put it in, what are the arguments against this act? You can say, what are the arguments for this? Okay. Make sure you put this up. Okay, we've got about 2 minutes left, even though, don't panic too much. Even though you may not have a lot of information, just have enough that you have some talking points. Enough to keep the debate going, the healthy debate going, okay? Alright. More government or less government? It's up to you. Against. So what about the against? Write that down. What are arguments against CCC? You've got that. What you got?
I'm not sure if this is like
Did you look that up? You didn't even look at that? Okay, so most of your stuff is either from disabled or involved in the program, which are good valid things. But also you wanted to say overall, you know, was it worth the government money?
No.
Even though the disabled may not necessarily.
Some question.
You just gotta give me, in addition to that, you give me, some reasons. And what you can do is you can put some of the arguments against the CCC. And you guys can say the arguments for the CCC. So just do a really quick one. She found a great site. Where'd you find that? Where's that? Okay. If you have trouble finding something, just type in, into the search bar and just put, one of the arguments for or against, whatever your argument is, and that'll help give you some talking points as well, okay? Just to kind of extract that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this and get it going. So if you're not ready, no big deal, just I want everybody to kind of talk a little bit about what you got. Alright, so the first thing is, we'll go backwards since we gave it to you. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. So was it a good program or is it a bad program? Who's got it? Y'all got it? Who's got that? Who's got the last one? Y'all? Okay, so good program, bad program. Give me what are you for or against? Against, okay? So why is it a bad program?
Because it costs a lot of money, and it can be occasionally the cost of people through bailouts or other things to stabilize the banking system with every money.
Okay, all right. So ultimately, it is, again, it's tax money, right? And so, is it worth the money to spend to insure your deposit? Okay, that's kind of the government coming alongside the private industry, if you will, the for-profit industry. Okay, all right. So, all right. What else do you have? Are you against as well? All right. Tell me what you have. Anything different?
Reduce depositors' monitoring.
Okay, deposit monitoring. What is that?
Depositing insurance can increase the likelihood and serve.
Let her read it. Let her read it. She knows what she's got.
Certainty of banking crisis by encouraging risky behavior.
Okay, encouraging risky behavior, okay. So the banks took your money that you're depositing and they're reinvesting in something else so they can make some money off of you, right? And so that's already a risk, and us to ensure banks could be irresponsible in the process, couldn't they? They could be very irresponsible. So there was a thing, I think that happened in 2008, was that where they were giving out loans to people? That didn't have any secure, they didn't have to get anything to put up against it or something? Is that the zero, where you didn't have to do a down payment or something? I think that was it. So good, yes, good job. All right, 4, if you're for it, what are the positives of it?
I hope restore public confidence in banks.
Okay, restores public confidence in the banks. Okay, very good. What else you got?
Preventive bank runs.
Say that one more time.
Preventive bank runs.
Okay, all right. What else you got? Anything else?
Focuses on security and stability within the financial system.
Okay, some stability within the financial system. Yep, very good, very good. All right, so that's the FDIC. Now moving on to the Social Security Act. That's y'all, right? All right, what you got? Social Security Act 4. Who's for it? Y'all too? All right, what do you have when you say you're for it? You gotta speak louder.
Provide the crucial safety net by offering a foundation of income for retirement, disability, and family with financial problems.
Okay, very good, very good. You got something to add to that, or no? You're against, right? Do you have something to add to that? You don't have anything to add again? Okay, all right. You got all those points on your thing. All right.
So, you got one more thing to add?
It reduces poverty in older Americans.
Okay, all right, could reduce poverty, very good. All right, and against, what you got?
It fails to address specific needs, such as health insurance, as well as benefits and financial.
Okay, health insurance. All right, what else you got? All right, good job. So that's against, all right? Now, next group, what do y'all have? What's the name of the thing?
Agriculture Adjustment Act.
Okay, where's it at? Agriculture Adjustment Act, what you got? Go ahead. For or against? Against it, why are you against it?
Oh, they're racist.
Be passionate about it.
Because they would discriminate against black farmers and they would evict them.
Oh, how do you know that?
So,
Is that based on your research?
yeah.
Oh, okay, well, I didn't know that. All right, what else against?
And then they could raise prices, which would hurt the struggling people that were unemployed and hungry after
Okay.
the Great Depression.
Okay, possibly, yes, very good. All right, and for, what you got? Loud and proud.
It achieved its primary goal of raising prices of crops and farm income during the Great Depression. Overall, AAA was a positive and negative program that had more benefits than negative impacts during the Great Depression.
Wow, that's good. That's good. A good argument so far. Pretty good. What else you got? What you got? Y'all are the WPA, right? Who's for the WPA? All right, tell me what you got. Loud and proud. Be exciting. Be passionate.
Come on. Speak up.
Y'all are more excited over the lollipop than you are this.
There we go.
Just read it.
Brandon, read it. Whoever wants to read it, just read it.
Can you show me this? Just read yours. Read what you Okay, well, let's start with against then.
According to liberals and communists, those are the two I got for points, and you did two others, or one of them, did you do conservative voting? But, so a lot of them said it wasn't good because there was low wages, and it was insufficient, and basically a punishment for the jobless. And some might say it was even there to delay change and probably keep them under low wages, that was very sustainable, for rebellion.
Okay, very good, very good. Something to add to that? Okay. So you felt like it gave the government too much power in the private sector? Okay, what else? One more? Okay, weakening work ethic, that's a big thing. So when we're talking about the WPA, you're talking about, giving people jobs that may not be enthused about it in the first place. So what comes along with looking for a job? You actually have to fill out an application, you actually have to go in and interview for the job, right? You have to do all those things, and you take initiative, versus if someone were to say, load up the truck, let's go, we're gonna go work. All right, you're less likely to participate or to have a strong work ethic when you're doing stuff like that. So yeah, very good. Anything to add against? For? Okay, very good. A good way of everybody supporting one another, the government coming in, helping people, putting them back to work. Sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? Sounds like a really good idea. But it also helps people understand, or people think they are getting help when initially really what it's doing is it's supplying a job for somebody that, and not really necessarily encouraging a strong work ethic as you're going through. So that's the WPA. Now the CCC, what you got? For and against. Who wants to go first? For or against?
Yeah.
And y'all can chime in too. If you got stuff to add different, listen to what they're saying and see if there's something different. Go ahead.
It was a new establishment that helped young or unmarried men have work.
Okay, all right. And that's 4, right? All right. And you have something else 4 to add? Okay, you got to say something. Got to add up. All right. Anybody else 4 over there?
This helped with the U.S. out of the Great Depression.
It definitely helped the U.S. out of the Great Depression. All right, to an extent, yes, it did. Okay. What else? Anything else 4? Any other 4 arguments? Okay. What about against arguments? Who's against? What you got?
Black CCC employees were separated from the white employees even when they worked on the exact same thing. And the CCC could also affect the environmental wellness.
Okay, all right, so back then, segregation was still a thing. All right, they had black CCC groups and they had white CCC groups. Very good. And so that was still a predominant thing. What else you got? Against? Anybody else, guys? Against? You gotta add something to it. You can't just sit there. Come on, go a part of it. Just think about against it. What is it teaching people to do? To rely more on what? To rely more on the government. Thank you, you're for it. So yes, so there are things that we need to be very careful of what we're thinking that the government is going to do for us versus what we need to do ourselves. Okay, that's what these programs are all about. Okay, and it was a great way of helping people realize that the government can take care of you if you let it. Okay, and to an extent, maybe that's where we were in our nation at that time. Maybe that's what everybody needed, was a boost of excitement coming in and saying we're all part of this great great nation, and we need to all work together, come together, and build it up. So no matter what program we're talking about today, whether it's no matter which one of these tickets, which one of these things we're talking about, right? All right, so no matter which one of these organizations or any of these New Deal programs that we see as a part of this, that was the intention, was for the government to come in and the government to say, we're here to help you, okay? But you can use that only to an extent. That's when we all need to come up, and that's when we all need to say, okay, we'll use this for now, but we need to go back to the way it used to be, where we were coming in as Americans and we were helping each other to excel in work, in agriculture, and helping to support our aged and disabled, also to help each other in the banking industry as well, and being smart about it, not just going and getting a loan and not putting any money or any collateral. Y'all know what collateral is? Okay. Anybody know what collateral is at all? Okay, so if you're going to go to the bank and you're going to borrow some money, you need to have some collateral. So here's a chair. I'm going to give you a chair. All right, so you give me $10,000. Is that chair worth $10,000? No, it's not, is it? So we need to make sure the chair is worth $10,000, right? So that you can sell it, or say if you've got a car or a boat or a house or something like that, that's what you put up against your loan. If you can't afford the loan anymore, the bank can come back and say, that's mine, okay? And that's the way that works. Y'all just thought life was simple, didn't you? That you can just go and ask for that stuff. So anyway, all right, so I appreciate the effort that you put into these past couple of days. So one of the things I want you to get from this as we go through, okay? So I really want you to really think hard about these different New Deal programs and their effectiveness. Okay? No longer do I want to hear you say that the government is going to help me no matter what. Okay? Because the government's not always going to be for you. Okay? You have to realize that the government's here to help you, yes, but at the same time, you cannot lose the idea that you were made to be independent individuals. Okay? And you have your own brain, you have your own work ethic, or lack of it. All right, you need to be able to step up and not have to rely on the government programs like these, and be trapped in that for the rest of your life. That's not something you want. So really think about that. And also with the debate stuff, and I know it's probably the first time you guys have done something similar to it, but I want to encourage you to think things through, for and against. What are the arguments for, what are the arguments against it, okay? All right, questions or comments about anything that we've talked about these past couple of days, these past 3 days? And I know we've been through a lot, and I appreciate you listening and participating as we went along, okay? All right, well, thank you very much. I don't need the cards or anything, I can put that back. Is there anything you've got to add?
I want the cards. So put your name on them and put them in a pile in the middle of your table.